What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we are going to go ahead and talk about my man Goldie Roger and Edward Newgate in Pirate Rumble matches. It has been a long time since we have showcased a slasher-based team here on the YouTube channel, and that is exactly what we're going to be doing today. So in this team here, you can see it is going to be a full-on slasher-based unit, along with Odin, and when 6+ Odin does release, I might come back to this team, because Odin he just adds a lot with his Super Evolution to the slasher team. But let's go ahead and actually talk about the brand new character first, which is actually going to be not Mihawk Perona, actually. It's going to be Edward Newgate and Goldie Roger. So their passive in PvP gives your slasher characters level 5 attack and level 5 HP, but it does give your Psi and Int characters level 5 speed. I don't like the fact that they have a type boosting passive along with this unit, because it is a dual unit, and dual units, as we all know, do not classify as a color in Pirate Rumble. So it's a bit of a weird passive, but luckily there are some really good Psi and Int characters that you can run alongside this character on a slasher team, which is nice. Now, this special ability might be one of the best specials in the entire game. So it gives your slasher characters level 6 attack up first, then targets all enemies for a 30% health cut, then targets 2 enemies that ignores defense for 2 times their attack as damage, and for the first 40 seconds where this special is launched, it has a 50% chance to remove any attack down and any speed down inflicted to your team. So that's a bit of a weird effect, but like the first half of this character special is just immense. And having a look at just look at the stats, bro. Like nearly 11,000 HP, 3,200 attack. The speed's great. The base defense is pretty respectable. This unit has so much going for them, and it's going to get even better once we get access to Odin and his Super Evolution. It's going to be so good. But alongside this, we've got Kizaru and Odin and also Doflamingo. Now, the character that I was not too sure about is going to be Cracker. Cracker has a really good passive, providing like level 6 CT up for our slashers. Odin also grants CT up for our slasher characters. So it makes sense. We just run a full team of characters that can increase the chances of us launching our specials. But Wano Law was another character I was heavily contemplating putting on this team. I guess if you're up against like a mono-driven powerhouse-based team, Wano Law probably is a really good option. But I think Cracker is also going to help us out a lot. So without further ado, let's go ahead and find some opponents in today's video. Alright, here we go. This is going to be against a pretty optimal Psi team. Now, there's no Rebecca and Toy Soldier, which I think is probably the only thing missing from this team because their passive is crazy, but it's going to be annoying nonetheless. The thing about the Psi team that's really challenging with the slashers is the fact that the Legend Enel V2 and also Rebecca and Toy Soldier both have effects in either their passive or their special ability that can debuff your slashes significantly. So typically, if you are running a similar team to this with you know, your slashers, you don't really want to be challenging this type of team. And we can see that both Doflamingo and Cracker have a reduced CT compared to the rest of our characters due to Wano Law and you know, their other characters that they're running on their side of the field. Normally, we should have level 15 CT for all of our slashers. Unfortunately, not the case here. So we really want to see Roger and Whitebeard do some crazy damage, and whenever they will appear, they will launch their special. We've actually got really good speed on a slasher team here. Bit of damage coming in from the Straw Hats. Luckily, we avoid the action bind there, which is good. Here we go. Let's see it. The 30% health cut. And it immediately kills 2 characters, killing the Enel and the Roger. It would have been awesome if we actually hit the Yamato. Yamato is pretty weak, but Yamato will pretty much kill 2 of our characters. Hopefully, Odin avoids it. And he gets hit by Gaban there. Oh, and Odin's gonna launch. Hold up. Yo, let's go! Getting rid of Yamato and the Straw Hat Pirates. Dude, it's just over. Holy crap. Now, of course, you know, they didn't have a Rebecca and Toy Soldier on the front line, but was a very good showing with the slasher team in the PvP action. That was a rank 16 guy as well. God damn. That was pretty good. That was really good. Roger and Whitebeard, immensely powerful PvP unit. Alright, let's go ahead and see how we go here against a quick team. Now, this is going to be kind of annoying, and this is a situation where I believe Wano Law is going to be a bit more valuable because they have Cracker of their own as well as Shiryu, which all provide relatively high CT increase. And the thing is even after we KO something on the enemy side of the field, they've got King on the bench. So this is going to be a pretty devastating team. However, we may be able to get something going so long as Roger and Whitebeard are able to launch and target the right characters, because we might be in. So that's one of the problems that I currently have with the Slasher team, is that defensively, I mean, they've always been pretty bad. And luckily they have Doflamingo, otherwise the Slashers literally would have nothing really good for defense. But let's see how we're able to perform today. We want to be able to launch some specials. Unfortunately, Odin just missed his. Kaido is already launching his. This is going to be devastating. A lot of damage towards Odin there, and Magellan is going to launch, and I'm pretty sure we just lose here. Odin's dead, Kizaru's dead. This sucks, man. Come on, man. Come on. That's a lot of damage. Alright, we just gotta hope for the best. We really just gotta hope for the best here. Doflamingo's gonna do a bit of damage, which is okay. Roger and Whitebeard, the 30% health cut towards all enemies is gonna be huge here, actually, as well. And it did actually take out Shiryu and also Kaido. That's pretty good. But, man, King coming in now. King is a devastating unit. We got Cracker to do a little bit of damage at least, which is kind of nice. Gives himself a bit of CT increase as well. Sober Mask is actually pretty huge here. Good damage, look at that. Oh my god, that's so huge that we got that. That literally won us the game. Thank you very much, Sober Mask. So that was a very risky one. A very fast match as well. I mean, that's a given for Slasher characters. But gee, oh boy, that was tough. Yeah, I think Wano Law may have been a little bit more valuable in that situation there, but still, great showing. We got the dub. You love to see it. Whitebeard and Roger being an absolute tank and also hitting extremely hard. I am genuinely curious to see how this one is going to go. Unfortunately, Wano Law once again is going to be a bit devastating. That unit just keeps coming up. He just devastates such a significant portion of the meta in PvP, but I am super excited to see how this one is going to go against a free spirit based team. Now, kind of weird for them is that not a lot of their characters are actually like synergizing very well. Like Odin, for example, is really good on a slasher team, but on free spirit, not so much. But at least Luffy is still giving them a bit of buff. So I mean, this is going to be a scary team nonetheless. We do have a lot more CT than them, so we should be able to launch our specials at least before them, but I don't know, their CT is still relatively high. It's going to be a close one. It really comes down to who's able to launch their specials first, and Kizaru is taking a very long time to launch his special, which is kind of annoying. Here we go, finally getting it to activate, and we are going to get Roger and Whitebeard to launch. That is actually amazing. So a bit of fixed damage from Law, but that's not really too bad. But then Whitebeard, guaranteed 30% health cut against all enemies, and it did actually kill Luffy, and he's actually revived. So that's going to be annoying to deal with. This is actually the first time I've had to deal with Luffy. Good damage coming there from Cracker. That's absurd. Hello? That is absurd. Smoker. He does a lot of damage, and unfortunately special bind on our Odin. And just staying alive there, we really... that sucks that our Odin got special binded there. And Sobermaster's not going to be able to launch his special, but we actually killed the Straw Hats right before they launched their special there. And Doflamingo getting the KO there as well. So that is looking pretty good for us. Just Smoker alive. There's absolutely no way that we can lose this match from here. Whew. Thank you very much. Oh my god, can we please get something to launch? Everything's missing. Oh my god. And there we go, Odin's going to get the kill. Jeez, man, that was a little bit scary towards the end there. But either way, alright, so that's good. We got a little bit lucky with some of our special activations there. But that was good that when Roger and Whitebeard launched, it actually did target the Straw Hats, got the KO, put him to his revive stage. Because at that point there, he was like on his last leg. So that was really big. Really awesome to see that. I don't think his team had that much synergy, but still a very scary team if they're able to launch their specials for sure. And I decided to do an extra team because, you know, why not, right? Because the Slasher teams go extremely quick. We're going to go ahead and take on a team that, you know, might not be so quick. So this is going to be against an Int team. Moria and Yamato on the enemy side of the field are obviously going to be big problems. So we want to make sure that when Roger and Whitebeard launch, if we can target Yamato, that's going to be huge for us. That's going to be a huge priority. Getting rid of that Yamato for sure, but you got to watch out for Law because he can special bind our characters. Got to watch out for Shanks because he can action bind our characters. So there's a lot of really annoying things happening on this Int team particularly. And there's also Doflamingo, which you can never like sleep on. He's a really, really annoying character here. Roger Whitebeard will launch their special whenever they come back, so long as we get everything in order. And a bit of damage coming in there from Doflamingo. Their stats actually aren't looking too good, so I think we might actually get a pretty easy dub here. Good damage versus Yamato and also against the Moria. Yamato just missed out on their special activation. That's really lucky for us. Good damage coming in there from Cracker and Kizaru, and we're about to get that special off. 37 attack with the Whitebeard. Let's see how much damage we get. Bro, let's go! Getting rid of Shanks, we don't have to deal with the action bind. Getting rid of Yamato would still be ideal, and I don't think we can actually kill Yamato before she launches, so that's going to hurt. Some characters are probably going to die. Good damage there, and a special bind from the Halloween Law, that's a problem. This is actually, ooh, you know, this is actually still kind of close, to be honest. Alright, here's Yamato. Wow, did actually take out the Roger and the Whitebeard. That special bind from the Halloween Law really stopped a lot of our characters from doing stuff, so that kind of sucks. But now Yamato's dead, it's just Law, and they don't even have their specials charged. Odin should come in here and do good damage to Law. Does get the KO on Law, and that is going to wrap it up. There we go, beautiful. So a really, really good showing here from the Slasher team, and showing just what they're able to do. They still do good damage. They don't have good defenses, but, you know, if they're able to launch their specials, particularly with Roger and Whitebeard, it's so devastating, especially against teams that are typically very tanky, as you're able to use the special ability of Whitebeard and Roger to get that guaranteed health cut, and then do damage through defense, and with their stats that they have, it's probably going to get 2 guaranteed kills. You're just completely ignoring that defense, which is incredibly strong. So with all of that being said, that is going to wrap up yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Thank you very, very much for watching this video today. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.